Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again, and this is a very, very, very rare occasion. We have an original video by none other than Fob Master, and this is the reality over here. We don't react to a lot of Fob's videos at all. It's like this might be one of the first ones we do in the past 2 years. Because usually most of the time his YouTube channel is reserved for things like his story playthroughs, right? His reactions to other videos, his reactions to trailers, all of that stuff. But it just so turns out that he's making a critique video, a critique post, focusing on the negative aspects of a bunch of the gacha games that he's playing. And this is the thing. Creators nowadays are very unwilling to do this sort of stuff because people know how toxic positive a lot of these gacha communities are. And they get way more toxic positive the worse their games get. And as we all know, Arknights Endfield is a video that he actually mentions in here. Do at Night Abyss 2. And as we think about Arknights Endfield, there's no doubt at all that the community has only gotten worse and worse and worse and worse as time has gone on, as the game has gotten worse. Because all the normal players are disappearing. All the normal players are disappearing, and the only people left are those that are either too invested to quit or have a toxic relationship with the company, and that's why they won't quit. The end result is a potential disaster brewing. And so I'm excited to see over here what the take is from Fob. You can see he's copying pretty much the same exact thumbnail style that I've been employing. You know, nice face in the middle and then whatever the hell is going on in the background. I can't identify any words on this blackboard, but maybe watching the video from the start will help us identify what he's even trying to communicate in the first place. Let's go ahead. Let's get this one going.
Do I need to taste shit to know that it's shit?
I'm only 2 seconds into the video. Why are you talking about eating poo? Not even 2 seconds into the video. That might have just been 1.5, and he's already talking about eating poo. That's crazy.
You literally have Hitler, Mussolini, and Stalin over here.
Now we're 5 seconds in, and let me just reestablish what's going on. He just called FGO Hitler. Grand Blue Fantasy is Mussolini. And is that Summoner's War? That's Stalin. So, I guess this is the thing. I expect a Mr. Pokey video on Fob Master next. I expect a Mr. Pokey video on Fob Master next. Because we all remember this incident over here, right? There was an incident, a video made by Mr. Pokey over here. Let me just see over here. Didn't Mr. Pokey have an entire segment over here where he was exaggerating a lot, right? Trying to talk about all the bad things I've done. And a big focus, right, especially at the end of this presentation over here, was the fact that apparently it was so bad, right? It was so awful, so toxic, so terrible, that I compared opinions on AKE's Gacha to the Holocaust. Now, Mr. Pokey, I want you to take that same lens, that same criticality that you had, right, for a creator like me. Why don't you apply it to Mr. Fob Master over here? Because he just compared 3 gacha games to 3 dictators of terrible regimes, right? Because FGO is being compared to Hitler. You want to know what Hitler did, Mr. Pokey? Hitler did the Holocaust. So obviously that's way worse than what I said, right? Because he did the Holocaust and more. Mussolini? Oh, we all know about that one, right? We all know about that one. Oh, yeah, bro was a bit of a menace back in the day. Bro was a bit of a menace during the was it the Cold War? I'm not super sure. It's like fascism, right? It was fascism. Was that the thing? Yeah. Mussolini is known as the go-to fascism guy, where it's you know, that is the type of government that most people don't want to be. Yeah, World War II? Oh, okay, same time frame. Okay, maybe Fob took a specialized history class in, European history. And we got Summoner's War with Stalin. Yeah, Stalin that's communism in the USSR. So, Fob just went for, this 3-for-1 special over here. I just hope that Mr. Pokey brings that same level of energy, right? That he's bringing to this conversation over here because, you know, I mean, he worked a lot on this one, right? Sarah of the Schizo of the Lake worked really hard on this one to prepare this presentation, right? Maybe they gotta make one on Fob now. Because what he did is objectively, 5,000 times, maybe not 5,000, I think it's at least 30 times worse than anything I could have ever said for that segment, right? Right? We all know that. We all know that's true. And this is the reality over here. I don't think anything should happen. I think it's very clear that Mr. Pokey is just, you know, on a bit of a rampage. Or was on a bit of a rampage during this video. Just trying to bring in as many out-of-context clips, out-of-context statements, and of course, absolutely no reasoning at all for why I even said these things in the first place to paint a negative image. And that's how easy it is to do as a content creator when you don't really, I guess, have any real morals when you're deciding to create the content. That's my personal take on it at the very least. I'm not going to take that lens on this video because I'm not a gigantic pussy. So with that out of the way, why don't we just go ahead and keep going?
Gacha companies has their fucking vice of a grip on your ball sacks.
Maybe I should take that lens, actually.
Like, play our fucking game, bitch. Play it because you need pulls.
Should I keep watching this video? I haven't even made it. I haven't even made it 15 seconds in. I kind of want to close out.
You're not wrong. I am part of the problem.
Is that Fob admitting to? Is he the one doing this, or is he the one getting dragged? Like, which one is he? Is he the puller or is he the pusher? Because he just said he's a part of that problem.
Is there a reason to pick up shit in Arknights Endfield every day on stream? Nope. Absolutely no fucking reason to do anything on this game right now.
Bro, he just going whole hog on this thing. He's saying, fuck this game.
No. Like, I don't want to be a Doom poster, but I don't think 1.1's gonna have that much more shit to do either. There's a new Edge Space thing. There's some Exploration Day supply event and a guide event. I don't know.
Guys, this guy has spent like thousands of dollars on the game. I think he's spent the most out of almost every single Twitch streamer, or really even every content creator when it comes to this game. Like, I think he's P5'd every unit.
I don't really know what those are. Isn't it like legitimately nothing really much to do? I don't know, man. They gotta give us something to do.
Yeah, they gave you an entirely new set of gear to grind, Fob. So all your previous gear that you spent time optimizing, it's useless.
With all the characters and stuff we build. Because that's my biggest issue. There's like no purpose to building characters in this game. Because you just like
1.5 exit. Yeah, Fob do be talking a little bit slow. Let's try 1.25 here. Yeah, he talks slow when he's sad. You could tell he's really sad.
Like run out of stuff to like actually do. It's really odd. Endfield wants FOMO, but they offer no reason to play when you actually build your shit.
How did this guy fuck up his factory already? Wait, what's wrong with his factory? How did he do that?
Yeah, it's looking like every patch is gonna be like giga casual, and it's just like a character sim.
Wait, but Fob, aren't you super excited for this? I hope Fob brings up the event where you literally are cleaning bullshit off of a bull.
Character collecting sim, I don't know. Bro, no game doesn't become dull? Okay, but it's the rate at which it becomes dull. Genshin took a long ass time for it to become dull for me. Right? It took years for it to become dull for me.
And you want to know how fast Arknights Endfield is becoming dull for the rest of the player base? I got just the thing for you, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, yo, check this shit out right here. Bro, there ain't be nobody playing. It got dull for everybody. Bro, this shit got dull for everybody. What is even going on, brother? Bro, this shit crazy. And that's just the YouTube searches, right? What if we go to the web searches, bro? Even lower. Hey, what if we go to news search? Yeah, that doesn't look right. Yeah, look at web search. Even lower. The interest in this game is dropping it like it's fucking hot. Honestly, what if I just go to Twitch Tracker too? I'm curious. Surely right now it's at, like, I know it's not good right now. I know it's dog shit. I know it's trash. Not pre-watched, by the way. I knew it was going to be at triple digits and below because it is some doo-doo water at the moment. Bro, that is diabolical. Like, you don't know it's this bad until you see these numbers, and then you're like, wow, this is minus 60, bro. It went from minus 48, minus 26, minus 62. Average streams literally Thanos snapped twice in a row. Bro, they Thanos snapped 2 times. This one got Thanos snapped like 40 times. So yes, he's not in like this minority opinion over here. Don't listen to what the toxic positive mutts of this community are still trying to say. No, he's not getting filtered. No, everyone is apparently getting filtered because the only people still enjoying this game and like fervently playing it every day at the same level they were on release, I do think those people probably have some sort of mental disability. The realization is that a majority of the community thinks this is not a good game.
And that could be because it was the first of its kind, right? So fair. Endfield, we're literally 1 patch in. We're not even 1 patch in. We're still in 1.0, man. And it's already gotten dull.
That don't happen unless you fucked up something real bad.
In terms of things to do. I'm gonna be honest, even HSR, as much as I hate turn-based games, I was pretty locked in
Bro is jumping on lily pads.
to HSR combat until I would say Pentacone. Like, I still like remember sweating trying to do 0 cycles all the way towards like 2.x, you know? That's every 1.0 patch until we get the next patch. It was the same in Genshin 1.0, to be honest. That's not true. What? Wait. You're trying to tell me Genshin 1.0, you were done with everything, like in the entirety of the game, you've maxed everything in like fucking, like 3 weeks into the game?
I think one of the big issues is that I think Fob is actually taking the wrong perspective over here, because the reason why Endfield 1.0 feels so long and so bad is because it is so long and it is so bad. Endfield 1.0 should have been 35 days, and it should have only had 2 banners in it, Levi and Gilberta. And then they should have just had a regular release cycle like every other gacha game, but instead they decided to do this stupid-ass, goofy-ass 51-day patch. Look at the result of this 51-day patch. Can you identify when Yvonne released here? You can see when Gilberta came out, it was here. I think this was Yvonne. Wait, was this Yvonne? Who was Yvonne? When did she come out? What date? It was like 17 days ago, right? So yeah, it should have been like here, bro, or like here. Start of March. All right, anyone say it's start of March? I think you're retarded, because it's a 17-day banner and the patch is tomorrow, so it's 16 days. So yeah, it was like here. Or yeah, it was like here. Yeah, it ends tomorrow and it's a 17-day banner. So you look back 17 days ago, you fucking idiot. Who the fuck was saying start of March? You are stupid. What the fuck is wrong with you? This was Yvonne, bro. Oh my god. That was Yvonne. Does that even slightly make sense? So that's one of the biggest fuck ups that 1.0 had, because it's clear this game was like dead at Yvonne's release. And it only went lower because the patch was so fucking long and they didn't have enough content. And 1.1 looks so feature dead. It looks like a filler patch, bro. And so they're following up on 17 days of nothing with 35 more days of nothing. Just filler story, filler content, garbage nobody even cares about. And so even people that spend thousands of dollars are not looking forward to it.
Hell no, bro. What? Yes? Were you a Giga Whale? Maybe, but even Giga Whales, bro, I remember weren't full 36 starring Abyss until like still like second week of October. And those were.
And that's the thing. That's part of it, is having a struggle in the endgame. Having an endgame on release. Having the Spiral Abyss, the TOA on release so that you could put in your underleveled bum-ass units and at least make an attempt, right? To clear. One of the most fun things that I did in Wuwa and Genshin was try to clear the endgame despite the fact that my characters weren't even close to max level. Not even close to like level 80, 90, level 80 or 90, right? And it was just trying out comms, trying out strategies, grinding echoes, relics, all of that, artifacts to try to clear. And then this game just hands you the endgame on a silver platter because you have 10 minutes and you can clear it as long as you have the ability to dodge. You don't need to know how to do anything else, just dodge.
Giga Whales, man. I wasn't a Giga Whale. One of the downsides of not time getting progression, MMOs all get progression for a reason because players will burn themselves out in 2 weeks if given the chance.
No, you needed to just have an end game that people could repeatedly play that was satisfying to see your progression day after day. Literally, my gameplay loop in Genshin and Wuwa was grind some echoes, grind some gear, whatever, then go back, upgrade all of it, and then try out the end game again. Oh, I can't clear? Ah, whatever. I got like 2 hours of fun out of the day. Then go back, do it again until I can clear. When this game's end game is a fucking joke that's 10 minutes for full rewards and nobody gives a fuck because it's mindless and boring, and the end game also came out like fucking 4 weeks into release in this game, so you really had nothing to do at the start. Garbage.
It's either that or it's a lack of, I hate to say it, RNG gear. Because what realistically kept a lot of us down in the other games?
Another person that agrees this game's gear system is poo-poo. Wow, but there are so many people that are like, oh, but Saint, I love the ability to guarantee a perfect set of gear, right? Look, I have a perfect set of gear. Look at me. Okay, it takes like 23 fucking days to get it, and like nobody cares because there's like no actual excitement in the process. It's just work. It's boring.
Getting to like technically end game. It's RNG gear, which is like we hate it, but at the end of the day, its existence technically gives you stuff to do because you're still striving for that build.
Unless you think it's entertaining to just build 50 of these fucking things and then buy your artificing crystals and then just click the button 50 times again, unless that's what you're going to consider to be fun and This game is made for simpletons, right? That's why it's a 10-minute fucking timer on the end game. Like, it's made for dumb people.
No need for a great gear without content for it. Oh, that's the other argument, right? Even if RNG gear was in this game, would anybody grind for it? Because there's nothing to fucking do with that gear. I feel like
He's just saying the end game doesn't exist. He's just saying the 10-minute time limit is so pointless, it's not even a real end game. Agreed.
small portion would because they're elitist, yes. Or not elitist, but like min-maxers. Right? But like, I feel like the player base at large wouldn't. Do you not have a second team level? Do you not think they'll slap players with the endgame that requires more than one team eventually? I want them to, but they have indicated no content in which 2 teams is ever going to be required. So I don't know. On the point of Endfield.
Wait, Fob still doesn't have a second team? How do I have a second team and this guy doesn't?
Still not having any content. I don't really think any gacha I play right
Who does? I have 2 teams. I'm free to play though.
now has any content. Gacha games have nothing to do for you because
Wait, why is he? Did he just stop? Now he's just playing porn? What is?
the only thing you do is get on, swipe, pull,
What the hell is he?
reset endgame, and
What
then
is
fuck
this
off.
shit?
Is there more to do beside what you just said? Okay, events, sure.
Bro, he got so bored with the game, he opened up porn instead.
Chat, let me ask you this. I think this is a difference in a POV of a spender versus a lot of free.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's where the true education starts right here.
In chat, okay? Gacha events. A lot of the ones that you guys do.
Who the fuck? That's his G? What's wrong with this? Yo, he needs to be... Someone needs to report this. Who writes a G like that? This is a crazy thing. I know Fob is Korean, so his parents should have, like, beat this behavior out of him early on. How do you write a G like that? Bro, that looks like a fucking... Bro, that looks like a Greek... That looks like the Greek alphabet. Bro, what the fuck he... Oh my god.
Do you guys actually do them because they're fun or because you just need currency? Are you held by the balls by these gacha companies, drip feeding you currency through these events, and you only do both? How many times is it actually both?
I feel like if Fob made the same content as I did, he would do pretty good at it, but he would get into way much more shit. 100%. Like, if Fob directed this vocabulary at games more aggressively, he would get in so much, like, he would farm a lot, but wow, he would, yeah, people would go crazy on him.
There's no way you enjoy every gacha event these gacha games give you. There's no way, bro. Depends on the event. Exactly. Like, there's events that I play as well that I think are fun, right? I think the music event ZZZ is fun. I actually think the Wua bike event right now is actually pretty fun. But then there's a lot of them that I think are just dog shit slop, man. You don't play the events. I don't play the events because I think a lot of them are fucking boring. Like, I think the fucking Wua event where you have like the fucking echoes that you summon on both sides and fight each other. I think that shit looked so fucking boring. I don't want to do that shit.
Fob doesn't like Peaks of Prestige because I think that required, because I think you can't pay to win in that mode.
That shit looked so awful. What?
Yeah, he just wishes he could be like Kaiba and just buy a bunch of blue eyes white dragons.
It's the best events and you don't touch it. The thing I just named was not fucking fun. What are you saying? It looks boring. Bro, listen. Okay, I'll use a quote from chat yesterday. Do I need to taste shit to know that it's shit? Yes? Oh, okay. Now you guys are disagreeing with... So yesterday when the chatter said, do I need to taste shit? For that, it was like, oh, you don't need to, but now you have to. Oh, I see.
I think it depends. If most people are saying that the game mode is, like, solid or good, if most people are saying it's good and then you just refuse to even try it at all and then automatically say it's shit, then I think you probably need to give it a try. Right? I think it's pretty fair to say you need to, like, give it a try, right? Or at least, like, sniff it, right? But there are a lot of things that smell bad, like certain types of tofu and cheese. They smell like shit, but they're actually quite tasty. You know what I mean?
It could be chocolate. Oh, the ones of you guys that are saying exploration. I can't sit here and be like, I wake up in the morning and go, fuck, I can't wait to do Genshin exploration. Exploration past a certain point, you guys just like feel like you still love doing it, but it's more so that you like watching your currency go up as you do it.
Do you know how much exploration I have left in AKE and Wuthering Waves right now? Quite a bit. And I know that one day I'll like take a day off and like play all of it and really enjoy it, but I'm kind of like in the state where I don't want to be doing that shit every day because I've got other stuff to do.
Because this currency is what your lifeblood is, because you're not a whale or something like that, because you need this.
And there's a reason why I don't do the exploration. It's because I have this thing called money.
To roll for the new characters, this is like...
At least in Wuthering Waves, at least.
Basically a feels good thing. Like, in your heart of hearts, you might not feel that it's actually that fun. Your brain tells you it's fun because you're getting currency that you need, which is the lifeblood of gacha. This is a whole discussion about how I feel about these things.
I see where the PowerPoint is coming together, but like, good God. This guy really needs to work on his G's. That's another one. This is his spelling of Genshin Impact. That is Genshin Impact, by the way. His G is this. That's how he wrote the G.
When I ask about what's there to do, you guys are saying exploration and events, but half the fucking gacha events fucking suck ass. And the exploration is like fun for like, I'd say like a week or two for me. And then like the new zone kind of gets boring. Maybe you're burnt out from playing too much open world gachas. No, like I'm not really burnt out. Like I could hop back on Genshin and still enjoy the new character, right? I could hop on Wu at any time and still enjoy. I could hop on Arknights Endfield and still run around and collect poop, right? That's not really an issue.
Why did he say enjoy the character for Genshin and Wuwa, and then why did he say collect poop in AKE?
I'm not like waking up and being like, man, I can't wait to explore. The first thing in my head is like, man, I can't wait to burn my stamina so I could try to get better artifacts or try to get better echoes.
I see why he said collect poop in AKE, because you can't do that, bro. Like, what is there to look forward to in AKE when you're like, damn, I can't wait to spend my sanity today? You all know how I know nobody's waking up and saying, I can't wait to spend my sanity in AKE today? Because everyone's running out of the potions. Why are they running out of the potions? Because they don't feel any need to use them because there's nothing to really spend them on that feels cool or good. And so nobody spends the potions, and then they all expire, and then people are like, wait, they all expired, but I never felt any need to spend them anyways because there's nothing to like fucking spend it on that feels good. So it doesn't really matter that they expired. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's a cycle a lot of people went through. Because it feels like there's nothing to do with them other than like, oh, I'll try to go pre-build a character. I'll just farm essences to have them as fodder. That's kind of like it.
Or try to get better discs. Like, that's like the top of my... That's what's the driving force for me to log into these games, you know?
He's quitting AKE. I see that. Yeah, if that is his driving force to retain his playership and keep playing a game, I feel like Fob is going to quit this game in 1.1. We might have to take like a bit of a bet on that one. I think based off of what he's saying right now and the fact that I see in the background 9 hours on his fucking valuable stash, which means his sanity is expiring. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it feels like he has no desire to spend the resources in this game. Remember what I just said about the sanity potions? Bro, I didn't even know it said 9 hours expiring right here. That means he's holding on to them until the last day because he doesn't know what to use them for.
It's about getting better gear. It's about progressing my characters. It's not about, oh man, I can't wait to turn the corner and see if there's another chest there for the 6th year in a row, you know? That is an illness? Nah, that's not true. If you've...
Quitting AKE for NTE for sure. I don't see how Fob doesn't make a bunch of time for NTE in the future because it should reliably hit on all of these different elements that he's talking about for what retains him to a game. That's my personal take. That's like literally what I'm seeing here.
Feel like if none of you have that feeling in playing these gacha games, there's no way none of you have any desire to progress your characters.
Bro, he's just giving all the reasons for why he's about to quit this fucking game.
There's no way you're like, no, Fob, I only play for gacha events, story, and exploration. I hate RNG gear. I don't actually want to gear my gear characters at all. I don't like progression. Yep, that's right, Fob. My brand new Z-Buy in Genshin Impact is running around with white artifacts because I don't do that stuff. Like,
why the artifacts have to be white?
No, shut up, bro. Like, that's not true. You probably do all of...
The game doesn't even have white artifacts. They have, like, green ones. And, like, blue, and then purple, and then gold. What do you mean white artifacts? Yeah, that's like Colonel Sanders, bro.
This and do gearing, okay? Like, gearing is still a big part of, and progression is still a big part of this. I can see casual not gearing that much. Okay, but how many of you guys are casuals? I feel like there's maybe a small portion of you that are casuals, but not a majority.
Like, a white artifact is like the Declaration of Independence, bro.
Getting a god disc still feels better than any exploration. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, man. All right, getting that 5-hit crit damage piece on fucking HSR the other day felt better than any fucking thing I did in HSR for like the past year.
I mean, getting a 10.5, 21%, 10.5 crit rate, 21% in what's it called, Wuthering Waves is that feels better than anything I've ever done in Endfield. Yeah, that feels better than anything I've ever done in Endfield. A 10.5, 21. My Yuno has 2 21% crit damage rolls. Sometimes I just play her because of that. And not because she's Gian's best in slide. That's not related.
Why events aren't fun for me.
Okay, and going back to the gacha, you guys saying, oh, you love gacha events. Man, how many of you guys actually like, oh, here you go, here's a cup. Oh, so I would like this fancy drink. Here's what the recipe is. Fill it up to this point with that. oh, fill it up to this point with fucking sunflower juice. Fill it up to this point with fucking
This is because Fob has never been to a bar before. Nah, he probably has.
leaves. Oh, there you go. Drink.
Well, actually, I just saw his background. Maybe not. Nah, I saw his background. Maybe not.
Drinking event. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, y'all acting like these gacha events are like some fucking really fun shit.
He threw up at a Hoyo event. Yeah, he keeps telling the story of how he threw up at one of like the Genshin events or like something like that. He never got invited back. Ooh, yeah, that's deep lore. Yeah, maybe yeah, he does seem like. I wouldn't be surprised if Fob just like casually throws back like 2-3 bottles of soju for a pregame.
You love doing. There's no way you like this shit. And for some reason, you know what? I'm gonna say it. The reason these gacha games keep fucking recycling this shit is because all you eat keep eating it up. All right, they probably look at the analytics and go, wow, everybody keeps doing this event. They must love it. And then fucking Genshin does it after HSR does it. And then fucking Wuwa does it. And then we're gonna probably have a drinking event in fucking Arknights Endfield. And they're all
because people want to know the type of alcoholic beverages that their waifu enjoys, Fob. I could see the reasons for why people are interested. It's like, oh, I see. Cartithia likes a drink that's breezy and aromatic, and it's because these. I mean, you know the fucking reason, bro. Look at your fucking background, man. What are we even doing here? You are the target audience. Wait. Actually, you know what? I can't take this guy's critiques very seriously right now.
I'm gonna fucking keep doing drinking events because people keep fucking doing this shit. Alright? Bro, you don't even know what the event is about?
Thanks.
Here it comes. Here comes the lore Andy's being like, well, Fob, actually, that's not what the event's only about. There's actually a lot of voice lines and interactions with the characters is why I played the drinking event. It's actually very fun. Like, bitch, you could have all that without fucking this tedious-ass stupid drinking shit, okay?
You think he just has PTSD from the Hoyo event? And so, like, any mention of alcohol in-game, he's just like, ugh. He just thinks about every lost sponsor.
Right? What do you mean? The event is worth for the characters, not for gameplay. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, but can you not...
Is this him just, like, bagging... Is this him just, like, yelling about alcohol for, like, 10 minutes?
Do that same thing with better gameplay, Face Gen? Can you not get all those interactions with his characters with not building a fucking gacha?
He just doesn't like this. He just really hates, like, the drink mixing.
Damn drink? Does it have to be a stupid fucking drinking event to have those interactions? Oh, really? Yep. You find that tedious? No, I find it boring, which then makes it tedious, yes.
Nah, this is how I know he's just mad. This is how I know he's just mad. He's just mad.
What would you classify as a content in a gacha game then? Endgame doesn't count, events doesn't count,
Almost a
building
year
decks,
of our
expression
primes
doesn't count.
going
What do you mean?
towards
Endgame does
Fobbit's
count.
illness.
When did I say Endgame
Pointless.
doesn't count?
Almost a year of our primes going towards Fobbert's illness. Pointless. Okay, yeah, well, that's a solid TTS. Now let's listen to what Fob was saying.
Expression
Primes
doesn't
going
count. What do you mean?
towards
Endgame
Fobbit's
does count.
illness.
When did I say Endgame
Pointless.
doesn't count? I never said that.
Oh, okay, they're talking about
we just
Endgame.
make like a side of like what I enjoy in gacha games.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. What Fob enjoys.
What?
You would know events have a lot of free
I
pulls for
enjoy.
people who want to save up some money on them. You could get 180 free pulls from Z's 2.6 alone if
Okay, see, Useless Kazuma, that reasoning is exactly what's wrong with gacha games. Your answer just
Of course, it was a ZZZ player that wrote in the retarded TTS.
now proves to me that you're doing events because the gacha companies has their fucking vice of a grip on your ball sacks being like, play our fucking game, bitch. Play it because you need pulls. Not because you want to, not because you're having fun, because you need pulls. And you're like, yeah, play that shit. Your reasoning for playing a game should not be because you need something that the game and its system has intrinsically built into with this shitty system of needing you to fucking do these menial tasks. And
I am excited to see Fob crash out on this part of the Endfield update. Guys, I need to see this when it happens. He has to play this on stream, okay? If he doesn't play this on stream, I'm going to be extremely, extremely disappointed.
城区中的涂鸦，协助维护武林的市容环境。同时，也欢迎大家在活动过程中多尝试使用射流无人机与场景中的各类物品元。
I can't wait. You'll be cleaning some bull booty holes. That's literally your job. cleaning up shit right before the launch of 1.2.
Forcing yourself to do them because you need to play into that system. You should be playing games because it's fun. Bro, let the game play? No, listen, if you guys are doing the events because it's fun, fair. But people like Useless Cosma that are quoting that they're doing events just because of polls, that's a dog shit system. If you are defending that, you're actually just a fucking idiot.
It takes max 20
Bro really does not like that drinking event.
minutes to do the events, and you would know this too if you actually did them.
Okay, it would have taken you fucking max 20 minutes to shovel the fucking driveway when your parents told you to do it, but did you have fun?
The funniest thing is that Bob lives in California, where there's no snow. So, I feel like that's a wild example to bring in, knowing that.
If you find it fun, sure. But, like, there's a lot of people, like, considering you're not saying it's fun, you're just saying, it's 20 minutes, might as well fucking do it. Is that something you should be thinking in a video game? Listen.
Oh, he lived in New Jersey? Oh, okay. That explains a lot of things.
When you were 7, 8 years old, playing on your fucking Game Boy, where you're like, man, I guess I'll do this menial task that's not really fun, but I'll do it, I guess, because I have to. Those aren't gachas? Isn't that the problem that gacha companies creates the issue of their dog shit systems?
Okay,
and then
okay, now okay, the crash out is over. Now the conversation, the teaching moment, the lecture has begun.
sells you the answers to those systems with fucking events that, in Useless Cosmo's case, right? Not everybody, because a lot of people enjoy these events. I have events I enjoy as well. The answers are through these events to solve their own fucking dogshit system. And then you have to just like be like, okay, well, I mean, I don't really enjoy it, but I'll do it because I need to play into this. How about they just make the systems better? And then this doesn't have to exist in some mundane style that you have to do useless fucking things just to fucking cater to the system that they made.
Now I know he's definitely quitting Endfield. Because that game has had the most time to figure this shit out, and they made it worse than everybody else. They had the most time to figure it out, and they made it worse than every other game.
It's too profitable to remove. So is this what we're doing? We're just defeatist mentality now? We just accept Gacha Slop for being Gacha Slop and just agree and accept that that is just the status quo.
Bro, he's like tapping his foot ferociously right now. You can see him, like, you can see everything, like, there's like fucking micro tremors in, like, there's like micro tremors in the VOD.
Forever? Yes? Ah, shit, bro. Half the problem is you for advertising these shit games?
If we're gonna be honest, yeah, this is kind of his, there's a fair amount of blame that he should receive. I will be real. How many sponsored AKE streams has he done? How many sponsored AKE streams has he done? As he's sitting here basically highlighting to an insane degree how much he dislikes the game. And how nothing's getting fixed and all of that. I mean, they're not wrong. Well, think about it this way. There's got to be somebody to counterbalance the onslaught of videos I've been making. But this is the thing, guys. This shit is deserved. The game deserves everything that I'm giving it. Honestly, I should be making more videos about it. And one of the reasons why I'm not making more critiques about AKE, guys, let's be real, this shit is fucking cooked, bro. Like I said before, you don't get no views. Like, you don't get no views covering this game. The views are really bad. So yeah, I don't really be out here wanting to make videos on it that much no more because it gets no views because this 1.1 update is literally bullshit. The handwriting is disgusting. Yeah, it's like this guy was supposed to be a doctor, but he didn't get the memo.
Not wrong. I am part of the problem. But as much as I'm part of the problem, chat, you're part of the problem too, okay?
Because you watch him.
But like, I don't even
Wait, no, that's actually the reason.
want to fully say that because it's not like Gacha hasn't gotten better over the years, right? We've gotten pity systems. We've gotten, arguably, you could say,
Wait, how is he saying it's gotten better after the whole AKE thing? No, AKE made everything worse. What do we... It was getting better, and then AKE went backwards in time. He addresses that? Oh, okay.
50-50 was a step up from past systems as well that were no pity, fucking spark, dog shit, fucking you could lose to non-rate ups constantly. Arguably even 50-50 is better, right? Slowly, technically, we are getting to a better point, okay? Like, it isn't full doomer. 50-50 seen as a positive? It is, though. Do I have to show you my fucking... Nah. Hold up. Look at this.
I didn't say I don't like these events, but the point is, even if someone didn't like the event, they will still do it because it has pulls. You cannot be that busy, Terry's not enough time for 20 minutes.
Okay, first of all, it's not always 20 minutes, okay?
Wait, this guy pulled up his AK. Wait, did he just pull up his AKE pulls and talk about how the lack of 50-50 is pissing him off? Wait, this is kind of based, actually. Wait, aren't you not supposed to do this either because he just gave him a token with his entire login data? Wait, no, there's a vulnerability in this token.
ZZZ, I would agree, could be 20 minutes, but there's a lot of fucking gacha games where you can't skip the stupid story slop dialogue to get to the actual event to getting the fucking.
Just look, look at his chat. They're all just saying malware site, malware pulls, the Dude, it's like I don't even know if bro, he's gonna lose his sponsor. Bro, he's gonna lose his sponsor after this video. This shit is crazy. Wait, he's just
shit done. Case in fucking point, the last Genshin drinking event I did,
he's just pulling it up and just leaving it here while talking about other shit.
holy fuck, man, I had to listen to all of them yap about fucking horse shit for about like 40 minutes to get to the actual fucking drinking event part. Like, thank fuck, man, I guess I'll do that. Bro, meanwhile, ZZZ, I could just go skip, get to the event. Skip, get to the event. Great. We're pretending like
he just really hates alcohol events.
all the events just like you can just go through, you know?
Gotchawunk tries to understand why people want free pulls.
Okay, I get that, but like, wait, Useless Cosma, you're not getting my point.
This is why I think 50 biddies is not enough for a TTS. It's because you're essentially allowing somebody for the low price of 60 cents to be as retarded as you want, as they want. Like, some people, their IQ is too low to actually have access to TTS without spending a lot of money. I wish that there was a way to, like, differentiate, right? If someone's IQ is below a certain level, their TTS costs more. I would love a way to identify that. Like, if somebody is dumb enough, their TTS costs more.
I get that people want free pulls, but I'm just saying, it's a fucking system issue because you're doing things you don't like doing that aren't fun to get those free pulls. Intrinsically, in my mind, I think games should equate to fun. And everything you do in a game should always result in you, it should always try to result in you having fun. But
okay,
in gacha games, you have to do unfun stuff for you to...
Why did he just write over his own thing instead of just getting a new whiteboard? Why did he do that?
Eventually get fun.
Now take accountability for peddling this slop gotcha addiction on the Fobbits. Also, you've been on record saying this is the golden age of gotcha, so is it no longer the golden age?
It is the golden age. In terms of options we have to play, it is the golden age. Whoa. I'm not walking back on that, chat. I'm not walking back on that. You guys did not exist.
So he knew he could extend it out the whole time. He just said... Wait, he knew he could make that shit bigger. He just wrote over what he was writing before for fun. No, yeah, why did he do that?
Just back then in 2016 or 14 or 15, okay? That shit was awful, man. You want to know what options you had to play gacha back then? Brother, yeah, your options were, okay, here we go. FGO, no pity, gacha, okay? You had GBF. Fucking 300 spark. Swiping is so expensive, it's not worth it.
Ah, so this is the context of him comparing games to past dictators.
You would have to save for fucking months for anything? A Summoner's War. Oh, shit, we're not even gonna talk about that gacha. Oh, man, the options were so great back then. Okay, you literally have Hitler, Mussolini, and Stalin over here.
Okay, so basically, it's like, we're in the modern era now. And it's like, AKE is like Kim Jong-un. That's what we're doing now. So, like, we're now in the modern 2020. AKE came in, and they're like North Korea. And that's like appropriate because we're both Korean, right? Yeah, that's kind of what it's like.
Okay, it's a goddamn fucking like a goddamn fascism of gacha games nowadays. I would say.
Okay,
I would say it.
He's getting more and more red. This is interesting.
It's like infinitely better.
Wait, why is he so red? Wait, let's just compare skin tones real fast. What? Wait, he's red. Wait, bro's heating up.
Yeah, the three prime evils. We have Diablo. We have Diablo over here. We got fucking Mephisto. And we got Bale. All right? It's the 3 prime evils.
What's wrong with him?
And look, we got the 3 prime evils here, all right?
Why is he just right over himself?
Now, I would say we got a bunch of lesser evils. There's actual pity gacha. As much as you guys want to disagree, 50-50 is a huge improvement from what it was in the past. And I say past, but then Arknights Endfield did this shit. We're like, chat.
Wait, he's not red anymore.
Say all that, say everything you want to, okay? There is no universe any of you owning this account would be happy for the amount of money you spent.
Sorry, I need to take a look at this. Sorry, is that a 24% 50-50 win rate? I didn't even take a look. That's 24%. What the fuck is that? That shit is cooked. Wait. What? That's why you need a guarantee, boys. That's why the guarantee do be what it is. Oh my god.
How many of you guys would take a 50-50
Wait, that's worse than a 25-75.
system over it?
That's 50-50 win rate, 24%.
Field gacha system. You would easily, like 100%. Just because even if mathematically it might even out, the feeling of it would be infinitely better.
Dude, I don't know how he's still playing after that. I'm sorry, bro. Wait. Nah, he just had this shit. I didn't even read that. I didn't even see the 24% 50-50 win rate. I wasn't even taking a look at it. I was just taking a look at the malware polls. Bro, look, it's just people still be typing malware. I was just looking at the malware stuff. I didn't even realize he had a 24% win rate. I gotta say, after taking a look at all of this, I could definitely see where good old Faubert is coming from over here. I think that there's pretty much no... I think probably everyone in the community can probably understand as well why he would maybe make the decision to just move on from this title. I think somebody said that he's on the record waiting until, like, the contingency contract, the high difficulty endgame, right? The high difficulty endgame for Arknights Endfield is coming out before he decides to quit. That's probably in his best interest, right? Assuming that this is... How much money is this? $3,600? 3.6K is what he spent on this? That's most people would consider that to be a sizable chunk of money. I'd agree with you over there. That's quite a lot to spend on a game. But yeah, I guess he's waiting until maybe 1.2 and like the contingency contract and all of that stuff to maybe see how it all turns out for him. But I'm gonna be honest, guys. The game has a lot of problems. 1.1 did not fix very many of them at all. And I think it was Fob's intention to kind of talk about the gacha space as a whole. But as you go through all of the various examples that he showed, right? Games that I enjoy, like talking about all this stuff, talking about what makes him come back, especially this whole like gear grind, all of that endgame sort of thing. Those are all components that don't exist in Endfield. There is no real gear grind. It's like the slowest gear treadmill on the planet where you know where your destination is going to be. It's just not very much fun to get there. There's no, like, end game push either, right? To constantly improve your units, make progression, do all of that stuff to make better characters. There's none of that. And fun events? Bro, tell me any of these events. This one is called survival training.
在全新的现实活动生存特训中，管理员将迎接一些更加不同寻常的地者大军，也可能要在复杂地形中巧妙
These enemies are invulnerable.
躲避横冲直撞的腐甲兽和铺天盖地的酸叶原始虫。管理员们是时候接受极端环境下的考验了。
And your goal is to just... How did they manage to make content that looks so unfun? Should compare the Wuwa 1.1 update to the AKA 1.1? I think we should at this point. Yeah, guys, this is the thing. We will be farming AKA 1.1. We will be seeing more updates of the game moving forward. We will, of course, be covering everything that occurs, everything that is going on, and naturally, see where there are parallels, and see where it's a bit perpendicular. And I think it's pretty obvious that AKE 1.1 is already slated to be a complete failure. And, well, we'll be there for every single step of the ride down. And, we'll just see where Faubert actually decides to land when the patch gets in, you know, midway, mid-swing. Actually, a surprisingly good like ratio. I want to see what some of the comments are, actually. The chat is really stupid. Hitler mentioned for the first 5 seconds. That is factually something that happened. Can't wait for the average free-to-plays to start skipping 4 banners in a row since they don't have 120 pulls in Endfield. Sounds about right. Seems like everyone's on the same page over here. Yeah, no, he was basically just taking a fat dookie on the game, but that's kind of like what happens in this community now. You just take fat dookies on Endfield. Alright, that'll be that for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you all thought. Peace out.